Hi, my name is Frances Brown, and I'm a secondary school teacher here in Nigeria. So today I will just continue from where I stopped in my previous video talking about ChatGPT, because this video episode is just about helping teachers to navigate this part or utilize this open AI, one of these open AIs that will help you to plan your lesson efficiently and get your work done easily. So in my previous video, I just introduced what ChatGPT is all about, and today, in this video, I'll talk about how you can utilize it to write your lesson notes. And I believe by now you know the difference between lesson notes and lesson plan. Lesson plan, let me start with that, is when you just put down all the steps that you need in order to get your lesson or the topic of the day done effectively. You can start with date. It's a step. I'll do that in my next video so that I will not make this video too long. And also, your lesson note is where you can put in details on the content. We call teachers' activity and student activities, on what you are going to give to the student as their notes so that they can write it down in their own book and go home and read as their notes. That's lesson notes. So today I'm just going to talk about how you can utilize this ChatGPT to write your lesson notes. And I'll be making reference to one of my topics that I'll be teaching. If you are conversant with Nigerian curriculum or Nigerian scheme of work, you will understand that when you get a scheme of work, I have one here with me. I can just show you. I just pick up one, a bunch of it. I just brought out one. So when you have it, you will see where you have your topic, your performance objectives. For example, I teach nutrition, food and nutrition for secondary school, and likewise home economics. So they have the same pattern. So you have your topic, you have your performance objective, you have your content. You will see the aspect of activities. Under activity, you have teachers' activities and student activities. Then you have your teaching and material aids. And you have your evaluation guide. Evaluation guide is kind of putting you through on how you can put up your questions to evaluate your students, whether they've absorbed what you have taught them and whether they've understand it. Yes, that's how to put it. That's your evaluation guide. So when you ask the question and the students are able to answer it back to you, it shows that actually they understand it. So if you are using ChatGPT to develop your lesson notes, especially if maybe you enter a school or they're employed in a school where they don't have textbook for that particular subject, all you need is your scheme of work. If they can give it to you, you are good to go. And number one step you will do is that when you get your scheme of work, you go to the topic of the day. For example, for food and nutrition that I teach, we have for SS1 we have more than 12 topics to cover, both the introduction of food and nutrition and all the rest of them. So you break it down into three. Some schools will help you to do that. Maybe if you are taking over from a previous teacher, so if the teacher knew what they were doing, topic, you already know what topic. For example, I'm talking about prevention of wastage under food and nutrition, and it's under a consumer education team. So you write your team, consumer education, then you put on your uh, prevention of wastage as your topic, where you know the steps in writing your lesson notes and your lesson uh, system. If you don't know it, just let me know so that I'll do the video. Or maybe my next video I'll just do it. I just want to help you to do the work with them. Then when you go to performance objectives, you say that at the end of that topic, prevention of wastage, the students are supposed to know this. Enumerate disadvantages of food wastage in the home, state the causes of food wastage, blah 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 blah. So you have already know the behavioral objectives or performance objectives, what the students are supposed to know at the end of your class, at the end of your lesson. Then you go to content. You will see the content listed it out, as in you see 1, 2, 3, 4 for my own. I just want to make this video as quick as possible. Then you go to ChatGPT using the content format, as in the way they put it there. For example, in my own content, I'm saying number one, disadvantages of food wastage in the home. First of all, you're going to introduce your topic. If you don't know it, maybe if you are new in the field, you can just ask, but by now you're supposed to know how to introduce your lesson. Then you ask the question, use this content sample and put in ChatGPT. The answers will come out. Then as a teacher, you need to summarize it in a way that your students will understand. You already know the level of your students. For example, if you are teaching SS1, the way you teach them is different from the way you teach SS3. For me, SS3 is like lecturing. You just go, we discuss. For me, I use more of discussion method when I'm teaching SS3. But when I'm teaching SS1, I go down to the depth of the topic so that they will understand, because I believe they are coming up. They are still new in the system of senior secondary or high secondary school. So you take the content and put in ChatGPT. List, don't put any number. List disadvantages of food wastage in the home. The answer will come out. If you are teaching SS1, you can decide to choose at least 5 answers. Can give you more than that. Can give you, then you choose at least 5 answers. Now write it. Don't write exactly the way it is in ChatGPT. That is my own advice. But just bring it out. Use your own interpretation, just like a mother will eat food and give the children breast milk. That is how you're going to use to teach them. When you bring it down, you write out the listing and you put down your response, the answer that ChatGPT gives to you. In so doing, you will finish all your work in less than 6 or 10 minutes. You are through with your lesson notes. When others are crying, I don't know what to do, you are already through. You can, with this system, you can plan your lesson notes of 1 week in 1 hour, and you still come out successfully. So tell me why you will not use ChatGPT to do your lesson notes. But remember, don't write exactly the way it is in the ChatGPT. Just put your own, spicing it up and make it more lively so that the children can relate with you and communicate with you. Then if you are working with a teaching aid, which is so important, you can also give them a practical examples of what food wastage is. And you as a teacher, you already have an idea, advanced idea of what food wastage is. Then you can now explain to them using practical things that they can relate with. That is how to use ChatGPT to write a lesson note. Very simple. Very simple. So if you are watching this video and you're getting value from this video, please do well to subscribe and follow this channel, because this channel, I'm going to help teachers to do their work at ease so that they will not be complaining about one thing or the other. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about how you can use ChatGPT also to do another important thing that I'm giving you my secret. So that's how I work, and I'm not feeling the stress of teaching. So just join me in this platform and let's get our work easy. Very easy.